You know, I gotta say, that's awfully weird seeing him in there, but at the same time it looks pretty cool.
I'm no fan of the sun, but it would be better than this.
Yeah, I guess it would, wouldn't it? I really love how their torches reflect off the water, though. And I really doubt it's that warm, so I almost kind of feel bad for him. And that there should be the burned house we've heard so much about. And I would imagine this should be the inn. It is sort of a shame, though, that there's no bard out right now playing music. Because I wouldn't mind a good song. Although, then again, it is awfully late, so maybe he's just off sleeping somewhere. That could even be him inside there.
You don't look so good.
Why,
Are you
good?
feeling all right?
What can't you
Well, now that you mention it,
eat?
maybe
No, I
that
don't
cure
think so.
disease potion
Not now.
didn't help us out. Because like I said, if you take it too late, I don't think you stand a chance. But, yeah, I guess, are there any stories behind that burned down house? Because we have heard at least a little bit about it thus far. Wouldn't mind knowing more.
Hrogar's house? It burned down not too long ago. It's a real pity about his wife and kid. The screams woke half the town. Most folk won't go near it now for fear it's cursed.
Yeah, I'm not sure I buy that. But how'd this whole fire start?
Hrogar claims it was a hearth fire. Some folks say Hrogar started it himself.
You think so? And even with his own wife and child inside? Seems pretty messed up.
That's what they say. See, he's living with Alva now. That started the day after the fire. It ain't right moving in with a new love the day after your kin die like that.
No, I guess not. And of course, they can't prove he murdered them, can they?
Aye. Our Jarl would sure like to know if he did, though. Might even pay to find out.
Okay, well maybe that's something we could check out before we go to bed. Besides that, though, is there anything else I could do?
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
And was that it? Or have you heard of any other rumors lately?
Have you seen that Shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see.
Yeah, I'm not sure we have seen that yet, have we? Oh, and by the way, who was that orc in the bedroom?
Lurbach? Fancies himself a bard. He pays, so I let him stay. If I had any customers, I'd be worried about him annoying them, but, well, look around.
Okay, so he was the bard. And I mean, before we go, might as well see how business is doing.
Slow. No, it just ain't there at all. Few enough reasons to pass through Morthal before the war started. Now, well, let's just say the front door doesn't get much use.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
But you know what? I'd imagine that cursed house and all the other odd rumors we've heard probably have something to do with that. But before we get going, I think we may want to enable that quest. Should be this one here. Laid to rest. Oh, and supposedly we're supposed to speak with the Jarl first. And then maybe after that we'll head over and take a closer look.
You look sick. I hope it's not contagious.
You know, you're not the first to tell me that. But, that aside, I hear you wanted someone to look into that house fire.
Hrogar's house fire? Well, he lost his wife and daughter in the blaze. My people believe it to be cursed now. Who am I to gainsay them?
I don't know. What does Hrogar say happened?
Hrogar blames his wife for spilling bear fat in the fire. Many folk think he set the fire himself.
That very well could be the case. Why would he do that, though, to his own family? You know, aside from that mistress he's been staying with.
Lust can make a man do the unthinkable. The ashes were still warm when he pledged himself to Alva.
So why haven't you arrested them, then? Still looking for more proof?
On rumor and gossip? No. But you, a stranger, might find the truth for us. Sift through the ashes that others are too fearful to touch. See what they tell you. Should you prove him guilty or innocent, I will reward you.
Alright, I'll see what I can do. Besides that, though, what other sort of trouble is plaguing Morthal?
That which is unknown can create unease, even fear. It is to be expected. Some fear our new resident wizard. As they grow to know him, they will accept him. Time will prove me right.
So I've heard.
Hrogar's fate is in your hands.
Alright then, let's see what we can do. Man, I mean, she really wasn't lying about the unrest that's kind of disturbing this town. I mean, it's a really nice looking place, but at the same time, there also just seems to be something not right about it. And there's a very strange thickness to the fog, which I'm sure may be because this place is pretty much in a marsh. Oh, who are you?
Who's there? Is that you, Father?
No, I'm afraid not. Who might you be, though?
Helgi. But Father says I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Are you a stranger?
No, you could say I'm a friend. Could you possibly tell me what happened here, though? To your house?
The smoke woke me up. I was hot and I was scared, so I hid. Then it got cold and dark. I'm not scared anymore, but I'm lonely. Will you play with me?
Yeah, I don't see why not. But if I do, you'll have to help me out too.
Okay, let's play hide and seek. You find me and I'll tell you. We have to wait for nighttime though. The other one is playing too, and she can't come out until then.
The other one? What do you mean?
I can't tell you. She might hear me. She's so close. If you can find me first, I can tell you.
I really can't say I like the sounds of that. Not one bit. I guess it could be her mother, because we haven't found her ghost or body yet. But I'm not even sure that's the case. Yeah, nothing behind there. What about up in these rocks? I kind of doubt she would go anywhere near the town. Just because even at nighttime it seems at least a little bit busy. Unless maybe she's all the way over there by the lumber mill. But yeah, as we kind of branch out, this place just seems to get worse and worse. Once again, there's the marsh. There's also a rundown fort over there and what appears to be maybe some kind of a burial ground. Oh, who's that?
Where'd you come from? That'll teach you.
Layletta the vampire? Okay, that must be the other girl she was talking about. Why was she out here, though?
You found me! Layla was trying to find me too, but I'm glad you found me first. Layla was told to burn Mommy and me, but she didn't want to. She wanted to play with me forever and ever. She kissed me on the neck, and I got so cold that the fire didn't even hurt. Layla thought she could take me and keep me, but she can't.
She's a
I'm all burned
vampire.
up. I'm tired. I'm gonna sleep for a while now.
Okay, maybe we should calm this guy down.
Laylet. She's dead. Ysmir's beard. She's a vampire.
Yeah, I can see that.
She's dead. Laylet is dead.
Oh. So she was your wife, wasn't she?
Laylet. I thought she left to join the Stormcloaks. Oh, my poor Laylet.
Didn't you notice anything strange before she left?
She began to spend a lot of time with Alva. Yet just a week before, she despised her. In fact, the night she disappeared, she was supposed to meet Alva. Alva told me later that she never showed up. I never got to tell her goodbye.
You know, I'm not sure how you didn't see it, but didn't it ever dawn on you that maybe they did meet after all?
You think Alva? But that means... Ye gods! You think Alva is a vampire?
I wouldn't really jump to any conclusions, but it's definitely a strong possibility.
No, you're wrong. You must be wrong. Laylet may have met her fate out in the marsh. I refuse to believe Alva had anything to do with this. There is no way you can prove it to the Jarl. I hope Alva is not what you think.
Man, oh man. Alva really seems to kinda have her grasp on everyone in this town. 'Cause first it was Hrogar, who we originally thought burned down the house. And it even seems like maybe that guy was having some kind of an affair with her. Maybe not while he was with his wife, but I think it very well could have been after he thought she left to join the Stormcloaks. Or Imperials. Whichever group she went off to. Oh yeah, and somehow we've got to get inside here.
I won't let you hurt Alva. Never should have.
Where'd
come.
you come from?
Oh, Hrogar.
Up while you still can.
And done.
Yeah, what a fool. Okay, is there any clues around here that we might be able to use to convince the Jarl? I'm sure they must be down there. Just to make sure, though, let's check these chests and then we'll head on down. Oh man,
Who's there?
she's here.
Get it now while we can. That'll teach you.
So that was that girl we saw in the inn. Oh, man. Oh, and this is her journal, isn't it? Okay, so it says, "My life is dreary. Where is my prince come to rescue me? Where is my bold Nord warrior to sweep me off my feet? I met a man today, when picking night flowers. He is exciting and exotic. We kissed in the moonlight. It was so romantic. I'm going to see him again tonight. Now, I understand the true colors of night. Morvarth has shown me the true black of night and the true red of blood. He has promised me a feast of blood if I do his bidding in Morthal." Hrogar was easy to seduce. Morvarth said I should find a protector first, someone to watch over my coffin during the day. Hrogar is perfect. Laylet came to visit me tonight. She slacked my thirst. I've hidden her away to let her rise as my handmaiden. I've spread the rumor in town that she left to join the war. Fools. Morvarth has confided his grand plan to me. I am to seduce the guardsmen one at a time and make them my slaves. Then he and the others from the coven can descend upon Morthal and take the entire town. We won't kill them. They will become cattle for our thirst, an endless supply of blood, and an entire town to protect us from the cursed sun. Hrogar's family is becoming inconvenient. I've told Laylet to kill them all. But to make it look like an accident, Hrogar must be seen as innocent if he's to be my protector. That little fool. Laylet burned Hrogar's family alive. I asked for an accident, and she gave me a scandal. To make matters worse, she tried to turn his little girl Helgi, except Laylet couldn't even get that right. She killed the child and left the body to burn. Something's wrong with Laylet. She keeps talking about Helgi. I think her mind is snapped. She seems to think that the child can still be brought back to be her companion. There is also a stranger in town looking into the fire. I'll have to be careful. Alright, so that so-called stranger must be us. Good to know. Now, although she's dead, somehow we have got to find the rest of that coven. And I remember it said they were supposed to descend upon the town. So maybe they're up on the mountain somewhere. But first things first, we should probably give this to the Jarl and see what she has to say. At least now we really do know why, what was his name, Thronin, was really adamant about Alva not actually being a vampire. Because obviously she was seducing guards and also a lot of the other townsmen.
Is Hrogar innocent or not?
Well, he's not completely guilty. But at the same time, I think it's safe to say it's better he's dead. The real criminal here, though, is Alva. Turns out, she set the fire.
Alva? Didn't think she had it in her.
Actually, she's a vampire. And it turns out she was planning on enslaving the whole town.
I assume you have proof? Can't go making accusations like that without proof.
Oh yeah, trust me. Here's her journal.
So it's true, the traitorous bitch. Morthal owes you a debt. Here, you were promised a reward for solving the crime, but I need one more favor from you. Morthal is still in danger. The journal mentions Morvarth, a master vampire I thought was destroyed a century ago. I'll gather together some able-bodied warriors to clean out Morvarth's lair. They'll be waiting outside for you to lead them.
Alright, I'll make sure and bring him to an end.
The Greybeards have...
Take us to Movart's lair.
Take us. Yeah.
Alright,
Kill
so
the
now you're
vampire.
willing to help.
Kill him. Destroy him.
Let's get going
Could it
then.
mean the return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that honor?
And it seems like wherever we're heading right now is awfully close to that burial ground we saw when we were up on the mountain. So maybe somehow they might be connected.
It'll be good to get out of the sun for a while.
Yeah, except there's a lot of blood all over this place. And you know, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more vampires in here.
I'm okay with the dark, but I've spent more than my share of time in caves already.
Oh, I know that. I just want to make sure you're fine with fighting your own kind. I mean, she helped us out with Laylet, so maybe we shouldn't have to worry about it.
Where'd you come from? That'll teach you.
Yeah, it looks like most of our arrows were getting caught right there. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, now I gotta wonder if maybe they were controlling those spiders somehow. Because I can't imagine they'd want to sneak by them every time they came in this
Stay
place.
on your guard.
But for all we know, maybe there's another way in here. But yeah, he was a vampire's thrall. Yeah, it's been so long, I can't really remember what that meant. Does that mean he's also a vampire, or just an assistant to one? I'm guessing it must mean he's an assistant. But yeah, speaking of this whole vampire thing, eventually we have got to find some kind of a cure. I just really hope at this point
Well,
it isn't too late.
Seems like you have a bit of gold left in your pockets, don't you, my friend? Yes.
Oh, hello there. Doing a bit of grave robbing, huh? Yeah, sure looks like it. And it also looks like a bit of a mass grave. This must be their feeding grounds, though. Now, I sure hope they're not gonna eventually wake up and also become vampires. Because like we read, that's what happened to Laylet. Oh, would you look at this? That might be him right there. Yep, Morvarth. Man, she's got 3 arrows in the head.
Where'd you come from?
No one crosses me! Oh!
Your blood will not protect you. Get it now while we can. Show your...
Alright, let's finish him for good.
You can't beat me! We're routed! Fall back!
Stop struggling.
I can't...
Who knew I heard something?
Oh man.
Done and done.
Yeah, she came out of nowhere. Thanks for the help, though.
Who's there? I knew I heard something.
Oh yeah, there are more of them, aren't there?
Damn it!
Boost!
That'll teach you.
Well, hang on now. Pretty sure there may be one more. Yeah, I hear him too.
You can't hide from me. There you are.
Who's there?
You puny weakling. Do your work.
What have you got?
Now, before we head on out of here, I think we may want to do one final sweep, even around that larger room. Oh wow. This is Meridia's beacon.
A new hand touches the beacon. Listen, hear me and obey. A foul darkness has seeped into my temple. A darkness that you will destroy. Return my beacon to Mount Kilcreath, and I will make you the instrument of my cleansing light.